So before we get started on today's video of continuing working on this hot rod, I wanted to say we've got a lot of views. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you guys like what you see, subscribe to my channel. Helps me out, and it'll help you guys watch me do some more exciting / cool / what is this guy doing stuff, because it sounds like fun to me. But yeah, if you could, please, that'd be awesome. We can do more fun stuff like that, and like that over there, and then more stuff over there. Oh my gosh, my garage is a mess. Let me clean it up a little bit. Whoops. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. Let's tear into it. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. As you can see here, I got the old sprocket on. She's clearanced. The only thing is I gotta make sure the chain will fit. I might have to clearance it a little bit more. I got the brake disc in there, and oh my gosh, I just had just enough room to get that in there. But it's in there. I did end up shortening the axle up a little bit. These are just sitting here. I gotta tighten these up here. Hey, point the camera where you want it. There you go. My goal for today is to think, which is kind of hard for me. Anyways, I need to flip this back over, and I took the engine out. If you haven't noticed, it's over there. But I need to get the hubs back on, tighten this back up, and flip it back over. I was eyeballing where the brakes were gonna go. I'll do that later. But I forgot to measure how far down that hangs below there so I can do my steering. Because, you know, I never claimed to be a smart man. So what I'm gonna do, flip it back over, put the engine, oh, you used the wrong hand, sir. Anyways, I'll put the engine back in, and then I can measure how far down my steering thingy dealio has got to be so I can clearance that. I found my hand. But take a look at my ugly welds. Don't worry about those. But yeah, I gave her a little extra supportage. Because I got looking at it and I'm like, you know, those look okay. But I don't know if it'll withstand hitting one bump. So I put a couple gussets in there. But okay, let's get this thing flip back over and set the engine back in it so I can get my measurements. I'm probably just gonna do the steering while the engine's in it, because why not? Instead of making 57 measurements, I'll just do it. All right, let's get going. Ha ha ha. All right, let's see what size these set screws are. Let's see, I've got 15 Allen wrenches out. That one? No, got it in the first try. Yeah, these collars are just gonna help, you know, like I mentioned a couple videos ago about if I decide I want to do a little drifting or something stupid, you know, because it'll happen. That'll just kind of keep the axle from going that way. Hubba-dubba-dub. I need keys. Where are my keys? Key stack. Got one there, beautiful. Let me think. All right, I thought too hard already. My brain hurts. I need that to go there. Put that there. So if anyone's curious about all this, the hubs and such and stuff, I bought them all off eBay a while ago. Where in the world? I guess I'll use that one, that's fine. Yeah, most everything I have here is off eBay or Amazon, just because of the convenience. Hey, you slide, there you go. All right, you go there, and then you go there. You stay there, you stay right there. What are you even doing over here? Get over there. All right, just ever so gently snug you up. Here. Here. Okay. Yeah, I just look up go-kart parts, axles and stuff. This is considered, what do they call this, a live axle? Because some go-karts you have just run off one tire, and this is obviously a complete straight axle. And you can tell it's a straight axle because of the way that it is. Who put that there? Smack them. All right, spin over. Now the cool thing about this axle, on top of all the other stuff about it, is the keyway. Here, let me bring you over here just to show you, because there's no point in trying to. All right, yeah. The keyway stops here, but they do it on the opposite side, so you don't just have a keyway going all the way across, which for strength reasons is a good idea, because that way it can't just split and break off on one spot. It'd have to do it in two spots. If that makes any sense, because it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking. Ow! I'm just kidding. I've seen keyways on larger equipment, like where I work, just completely right where the sharp edge of the keyway is, snap. And that gets expensive after a while, especially when they're multi-million-dollar machines. All right, get in there. Oh, you gotta go on far enough. Come on. Ow, my finger. There. Why would you push it on and push it all the way back off, you goof? Okay, you go there. You go there. You stay. All right. And then you are the same size. Oh, would you just look at it? Okay. We'll get this on. This is just sitting here, so we'll pull this off. Get out of here. Get out. Okay. So my plan is, like I said, I'll flip this back over. Look at how fancy that is. Flip it over, drop the engine in it, and then I can start working on steering because my bearings finally showed up. I thought I lost my bearings, but I found them. So let's get that going. So in my last video, I had mentioned about suggestions for what I want to paint this. And I don't remember if I said anything about I'd tell you guys in this video or not. Ow. Well, if I did, I apologize. I lied to you. Because I'm recording this video before that video got published. So, whoops. So either way, what I'll do is once I find out what I want to do and who I want to announce, I'll put it in the title of the video. That way we know. I'm hoping, let's see, I'm hoping next week, let's see, it'll be a couple. You guys will find out eventually. But anyways, let's get this engine put up here. Where am I going? Oh no, why is there a drill bit broken? That's not good. Made it. Anyways, I am so happy that I have this lift thing because I don't know how much that engine weighs. I'm not a little guy. That sucker's heavy. I need to strap this down first, right there. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this far over. I can't remember, but my tires, my seat is sitting on some tires, and those are the tires I'm putting on the back for not burnout purposes, just for tooling around purposes. They look pretty much like the front tires. They're pretty cool. All the grippage, so you know I can do 120 mile an hour on the roads. Nope. If I go that fast on this thing, just shoot me now, because that's not a good idea. Why don't you? Where did you hook it last? Okay. I know this doesn't do much, but I want to make sure this doesn't move very far while I'm working on this thing, because I don't feel like chasing it all the way down. But before I get this engine put up here, let me show you what I did on these. Here, a couple metric bolts. I don't remember what I had them for, but I flattened them, as you can see, because they fit. I'll show you an up close once I get the engine up here, but they fit perfectly in that engine. So I don't have to hold the head of the bolts to tighten it up. Come on. Woo, easy, she biscuit. No. All right. Now I gotta remember where I had this thing hooked up at. I wish this would move. That's probably something I'll do eventually. Doubt it. Where did I have you hooked up last? Let's see. You were down there in that hole. And then you were right there. Well, would you just look at that? And then pick it up this way, right? Yeah, Nice and easy. This isn't awkward. Please don't fall on my feet. All right, you go that way. No, not that way. The other that way. Now listen here. Got it. All right, you gotta turn. Why am I picking up on it? I got the thing to do it. There you go. You spin me right round, baby. All right, you go back down now. Not that far down. No, do the right down, not the down. Okay, we're getting closer. Just got to move the electronics that were attached. Pry bar. First, I'm going to move this because if I fall on this, I'll cry like a little girl. Hey. All right. Well, to sum up how much this engine weighs more than the tractor as it sits right now. It's heavy. It's heavy. You go up. How did I do this to get it out? I don't remember. It was more than 5 minutes ago, so I done forgot. All right, you gotta scoop back. Oh, I gotta tip it. That's what I gotta do. All right. Need 3 hands here. Now what are we hitting? Oh, we're going in the right spot. We're getting somewhere. Okay. There's the shifter. Sounds like a perfect spot to pry on. Whoops. Whoops. That looks like the oil pump. I don't know what it is. I haven't checked in there. Owie. Okay, down again. Now we're on the. What are you doing here? Hey. Remember, guys, this is supposed to be easy. Okay. Set it up to be easy, right? Yep. Easy. Yeah, hi. Hey, yeah. All right, we're hung up. Where are we hung up at? You go up. You in there. You in there. I gotta grind that down a little bit, don't I? I must. Well, I can take this off because it's one good thwack away from falling into place. All right, you go that way. You go now. You go now. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little trimming. It came out just fine. Let me do a little trimming on that and we'll get it in there. Phew! It came out a lot easier than wanting to go back in. Excuse you. Anyways, these bolts, it was just easier to flatten out the flange spot, whatever you want to call them. I can just tighten it up. So there, that's there. Then back here, I welded, I bought a lock nut with intentions of using that, but that was a stupid idea. So I just tack welded that to a piece of 1/2-inch rod that I threaded, ran all the way through, put it there. That works pretty good. I'd say it's in there. All right, so here's my plan, okay? Well, first off, tires. Back tires. All right. I had to clearance a section I still got to get a fuel tank, but that's down the road a little ways. But anyways, what I'm going to do is I got to figure out, because this is at such an unusual angle compared to most, I got to figure out if I want to have the steering wheel pop out here or pop out here. More likely I want it out here because I'm not a short gentleman, and it would make more sense to have it out here. But I bought here. I'm going to use the stock steering. It's 3/4 inch shaft. I got a U-joint. I'm going to cut this. I just got to figure out where. But I'll have the steering come out at an angle and then go flat so I can run my sprocket down. And I just wanted to make sure I would clearance the old sprocket on the engine, which I have plenty of room to do it in here. So, and just been thinking ahead a little ways. My battery, I have to see. I thought about tucking it in right there because I don't need a cigarette lighter. I'll pull that out. That can be my main. I'll make a main disconnect for the ground, but I'll put the battery down in there and make a little battery box. I think that'd be a good idea. Keep it out of the way. But engine's in. Looking pretty cool still, I think. I did manage to set the front clip and stuff on just to see how it looked. I don't remember if I showed that or not. If I didn't, well, you guys will see it eventually. It'll look really cool. Sorry, I was doing stuff. All right, let me think. Thinking is my strong suit, if you haven't noticed. If anyone could smell how hard I'm thinking, you'd understand. Let's see, do that and that and that. Oh, my box over there I gotta open up. That's got all my bearings. Let's see what's inside. Oh boy. Pillow block. You know what that means? Nope, no idea. Bearings. Let's see what we have here. Here's a close-up of my thumb. You like that? All right. Hurt. All right. Ah. I got 4 of these. And 4 of these. I didn't need 4 of each, but they were so cheap I bought 4 of each. Yeah, that's just how they came, 4 of each, whatever. So my plan is here, this guy, let me get you out. This one, I want to switch hands, mount this up in here. That'll be for my initial steering wheel coming downage right here. So it'll be on the underside, like so. And then these, that was loud. I'll just set, I want to do 2, just for stability. That way, you know, I'll have the chain in between and such. Do that, that, and that. Then I can adjust the height where I want these at. We'll adjust the angle of the steering wheel. And it shouldn't wiggle wobble, because if we go for a walk out here, that thing is going to get fixed one of these days eventually. Mountain decking pieces. Yeah. Did you guys like the video on this thing? This thing still runs like a champ. All right, this thing right here. This is all stock steering. When I do like 30 mile an hour, that was a little sketchy. I don't want to do that. So that's not what I'm going to do. This rear end is the one that came out of the tractor I'm working on. And I think it needs a seal or it wet itself. I wasn't sure what I was doing apparently. You guys let me know if you want to see a video on that. I mean, I've already got another one that I actually use to mow the lawn now. But I could do a short little video on doing that. I need to get a primer ball for that. That. And then a new bowl because that's an old plastic carburetor and the bowl's broke. Yeah, throw a comment down. Let me know if you guys want to see that too. That was a pretty cool ordeal. Found them on the side of the road. Anyways, back to what we were previously doing. Excuse you. So yes, we're going to set that up and do that. I got to knock that plastic piece out of the dash there. But I need to figure out cross member dealio pieces here. I'm going to leave these pieces in. I might pull these out just to trim this a little bit better. because I can't. I gotta leave that there. I'll figure it out. But I need to put a couple cross braces in there because that's a little wiggly wobbly. I'm gonna do a couple little braces every which way. But let's get working on that. I'm probably gonna take a few minutes to think of how exactly I want to go about doing this, and then I will bring you guys back to show you how far I've gotten. All right, it's the next day. I got a little OCD about my garage, so I just said, okay, I did enough work for one day, let's clean. So I have a bench again. But before that, I ended up coming up with this so far. I want to mention that obviously this is going to look way better than what it is at the moment. It's just currently sitting there. But my plan, let's see if I can do this without, all right, here, there, okay, you go up there. You go where I told you. That's going to sit probably right about in, yeah. Let me back it up. Anywho's and stuff. Here's my plan. We'll have the angle. This is going to sit as level with the tractor as I can get it. Stay. Good boy. And then that'll go in there. I'll have the sprocket on there. If I have enough room, I'd like to run 2 bearings, but I don't think I'm going to. Just as long as it's stable. I just don't want, you know, moving around everywhere. I set a battery in there just to try to get an idea how I wanted to do this. Battery's probably going to sit, where's the ground? There. Because, you know, I'm going to have just enough room to not be able to do anything. But anywho's, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build like a little subframe in here. Go up and over. I think I mentioned that like, 10 minutes ago. But I'll even attach it to this because I'd like to keep, this is like a stock chain guard, because that's steel, that's aluminum. When a chain goes slappage, I'd rather it hit a piece of steel than aluminum. Anyways, I'll do that, and then I will make a little platform for the bearings to sit on up here, which you guys will see when I bring it back up. But I got thinking, I need a gas tank. I need other stuff. I've been looking online trying to find a gas tank. Then I got thinking, I have a gas tank somewhere over there in a brand new battery. How convenient. As much as I like that engine stand, that's the only thing I've had on it that runs. Anywho's, I'm just going to transfer some parts from that over here. The only thing is where the gas tank is going to sit, where the carburetors are going to be, it's going to be lower. It's not going to be able to gravity feed, so I'm going to have to steal the fuel pump off of that too. Oh, darn. But anyways, amongst doing all my cleaning and stuff, I got looking at these carburetors. Now, if anybody's worked on these types of carburetors before, here, let me be a really good camera guy. Can't you see the carb? Sorry. If you look in there, there's your slide. There's your slide. There's your slide. All right, well, the way these work, they slide. But you can hear, kind of, maybe. What they're supposed to do, they go up with vacuum. Well, that one's stuck. But these were the carbs that came with that were on it. These are the carbs that came with it off to the side. See how all those are down? I got that one that sticks. Well, when you move them, they sound a little grainy. They don't sound the best, which I know they've been sitting. I know they need cleaned up and stuff. So I'm going to look online and try to find rebuild kits. And then I didn't really want to have to go through and rebuild these things, but I'm going to have to go through and rebuild them. That's fine. When I'm rebuilding them, I'll show you guys how you test these to make sure they work correctly. But all right, let's get the steering done. Alright, just because I get distracted and I feel like ranting a little bit, let me move these. I went and bought this from a store. I won't say the name of it, I'll just give you the initials. TSC. Anyways, this was like 38 bucks. Okay, I know the price of stuff has gone up a little bit. That's no big deal. For 10 foot of roller chain. Okay, let's just kind of pan over here real quick. This is an idler sprocket, okay. So when I get my chain ran and stuff, this will be going on the loose side of the chain so I can keep tension on it. Like I said, this was what, 38 bucks? It's like 40 bucks after tax. What in the world, why in the world, from the same store, would one of these cost $42? $42. I bought both of these for less than half. I just had to wait a couple days for them to get to my house. I understand convenience is nice, but why? Just why? All right, time to get back to work. I'm done ranting. Update. Not too bad. I mean, I may have overkilled the gap here, but I wasn't exactly sure how far I needed to go. It's fine. But look at that. Yeah, this is getting cut off. Oh, that's still hot. But yeah, it didn't turn out too bad. This is the end of a bed frame, and it just conveniently fit right there. You got all kinds of sturdiness and everything. I mean, the bearings have a little wiggle. There's a little bit of wiggle, but that'd be fine. I have to grind a little bit of them welds down, just a wee little bit. They're kind of ugly. I don't care. They won't go anywhere. And yes, I put the set screw in it too. I'm not taking any chances. But anyways, that's done-ish. So now, where that hole is down there is very conveniently pretty much straight down where it needs to go. And I got to take a double take because I need the underneath here. You know, you're old enough when you make noise when you bend over, you gotta love it. So let me turn my light on. Aw, rude. Okay, I can't turn my light on. Hold that thought. Anyways, oil pan. But here's level with the bottom. Right there. Okay, that's not too bad. So what I want to do is I want to avoid the drain plug. So I don't care if it's going to be close to the bottom, but I figured I'd run it right here, just a little off center, but conveniently enough, the engine itself sits off to the left a little bit, just the way it happened to work out. Even though it measures straight, it's symmetrically not centered. For some reason, it's not quite that way, but yeah, I already hung a chain on there for some reason to see if it was the correct, I don't know. I put a chain on there. And yeah, it goes forward because it's got the same down rake as the tractor. Duh. So yeah, I'm going to pick the front of this tractor up and see where to mount the bearings for the shaft going through the bottom, and we will go from there. And there we have it. 99% done. That goes down to the old shafty poo. You can see that spinning. The only thing I have to do yet is down here I'm going to weld the tab. Let me move that, sorry. Straight down. And then I'll have where both tie rods, I'm going to run dual tie rods, hooked to that, and that way when I turn the wheel left, it turns left. I turn the wheel right, it turns right. Ugh, it's warm. You got to have the old fat guy cooler down 3000 rolling. Nice. All right, I'm gonna call her a night. It's about midnight. I'm gonna go wash up, hit the hay, wake up, and have a new day. Haha, I rhymed. Alright. You guys have a good time. We will see you in a matter of... It's so warm. Well, I guess it's time to finish the steering on this thing. My jigger, my bob. So yeah, like I said before, like 10 seconds ago, but for me about 12 hours ago, do the tab and the thingy. So let's go find a piece of steel that'll work. I wouldn't say I'm a hoarder. Ow. But I have a little bit of steel sitting around. You never know when you need a piece. Yeah. Wait. This thing feels tiny with me on it. Well, the steering's done for the most part. I still have an alignment to do because it's... Ooh! But that's fine. We're getting there. I need to wait on some parts. You know, the lovely waiting game of stuff hasn't made it yet. I'm probably going to be taking a break from this for a couple weeks between parts, and the wife and child and myself are going on vacation. If you guys haven't seen my fixing a quad on an island video, go check that out, because the next one more than likely is going to be me finishing that project and getting that running again, and some other fun stuff. The Massey Ferguson is coming up with me, so I actually get to use it this time, hopefully. But I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. I know I didn't really record a whole lot of me doing most of this, but some of the stuff took an extra couple hours because I would build something and go, I don't like it, and then fix it. But, you know, it works. You guys get to see the part that worked, not the part of me going. But anyways, yeah, you guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.